from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice.
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Here's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And Hawks 35.
And the Washington Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check. Lucky. Under 10. 10.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
You got 3 down.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And it's caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. On 2nd and 7, Wilson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 42.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. On 1st down, Wilson. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll try to run with Carson. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Haskins, complete. Richardson has it. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that.
It's a foot race. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 83 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Runs through the contact. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Haskins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Rush in. He's trapped him.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd down, Haskins. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Check safety.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 3. Hey, check Mike 57.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins is going to float this one deep right, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tim Williams came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and he's going to go down again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Here's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Push him back. Push him back.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
54. We got to get the ball.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This time Wilson will throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 43. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. They run again on first down, Lynch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go with Lynch right side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly. Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive team. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Hey, 0-0-0.
On first down, Swift. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Myers for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Redskins take over at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, switch gears. Check Mike 99.
Now Haskins on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Wilson wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Third and long, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sim. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up.